Welcome to the Riskwiser Zone, the podcast where we dive into the world of finance, stocks, and global markets. I'm your host, Lewis, and I'm excited to have you join us today. We're kicking off this episode with a story that's been making waves in the world of international trade. The United States, under President Trump, has been negotiating trade deals with various countries, including Japan. And it seems like Japan is about to become a test case for Trump's tariff deals. According to recent reports, Japan may have averted U.S. pressure for a stronger yen in bilateral finance talks, but currencies and the Bank of Japan's interest rate policy may remain key factors in broader trade negotiations. This comes as no surprise, given the complex nature of international trade agreements. The World Bank chief Ajay Banga has also weighed in on the issue, advising developing countries to strike swift trade deals with the United States at the earliest possible opportunity. This is likely due to the uncertainty surrounding Trump's stop-start tariff rollout, which has been causing jitters in global financial markets. But Japan is not just a passive player in these negotiations. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba is seeking to cushion the blow of U.S. trade pressures, and Japan is also resisting efforts by the Trump administration to form a trade bloc against China. Now, it's worth noting that these trade talks are complex and multifaceted, with many different stakeholders and interests at play. As we delve deeper into this story, we'll be examining the potential implications for global markets, as well as the potential risks and opportunities for investors. We'll also be discussing the broader context of international trade agreements and how they impact the global economy. So, if you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in the world of finance and trade, you're in the right place. We'll be right back with more from the world of stocks and finance on the Riskwiser Zone. Welcome back to the Riskwiser Zone. We're exploring the complexities of financial security in today's uncertain world. In our previous segment, we discussed the importance of diversifying your investment portfolio to mitigate risk. Now let's shift our focus to a story that highlights the challenges faced by retirees who are struggling to make ends meet. A recent article caught my attention, which reveals that many retirees in their 60s and 70s are being forced back into the workforce due to financial insecurities. This trend is not only affecting individuals, but also has broader implications for the economy and society as a whole. Let's take a closer look at some of the stories featured in the article. We have Diane Witherspoon, a 72-year-old woman from Ohio, who is preparing to restart her fiber art and quilting business after facing financial difficulties. Despite living off her husband's retirement income and Social Security, she finds it challenging to make ends meet. Then there's Moira McLean, a 69-year-old former social assistance case manager, who retired but is now struggling to find work due to her age and time away from the office. These stories are not isolated incidents. Many retirees are facing similar challenges. According to experts, the key issue is that many people are not saving enough for retirement, and those who are relying on Social Security or other forms of assistance often find it difficult to make ends meet. It's essential to acknowledge that this is a complex problem with no easy solutions. However, by sharing these stories, we hope to raise awareness about the importance of planning for retirement and the need for support systems to help those who are struggling. As we consider the implications of this trend, it's crucial to approach the topic with empathy and understanding. We must recognize that retirees are not just statistics. They are individuals with unique experiences and challenges. By listening to their stories and exploring potential solutions, we can work towards creating a more supportive and sustainable system for all. That's all for this segment of the Riskwiser Zone. The struggles faced by retirees are a reminder that financial security is an ongoing concern that requires careful planning and attention. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on the Riskwiser Zone. Welcome back to the Riskwiser Zone. We're approaching the end of today's episode, and I want to bring you up to speed on some market news that caught my attention. We've got two significant stories from the world of finance that I'd like to share with you. Firstly, let's talk about Maruti Suzuki's parent company, which has seen a decline in profits due to increased competition and higher input costs. Meanwhile, Hindustan Zinc has reported a 47% surge in profit for the March quarter, driven by higher zinc prices, lower input costs, and increased sales of byproducts. It's interesting to see how different companies are performing in the current market landscape. On one hand, we have Maruti Suzuki facing challenges due to increased competition, while on the other hand, Hindustan Zinc is benefiting from favorable market conditions. It's essential for investors to stay informed about these developments and consider them when making investment decisions. As always, it's crucial to assess your risk tolerance and diversify your portfolio to minimize potential losses. In conclusion, the market is constantly evolving, and it's vital to stay vigilant and adapt to changing circumstances. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, it's essential to prioritize caution and make informed decisions. That's all for today's Riskwiser Zone. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, invest with caution.